North Korea's launch of a missile over Japan was a prelude to more military operations directed at the American territory of Guam, North Korean state media warned Wednesday. The country's state-run Korean Central News Agency reported leader Kim Jong Un presided over the dawn launch Tuesday of the ultra-modern rocket system, the first missile ever fired from the capital Pyongyang. North Korean officials told CNN in Pyongyang that Kim was very satisfied with the performance of the missile. The intermediate-range missile, identified by the North Koreans as the Hwasong-12, flew over Japan, further fueling tensions between North Korea and the United States and its allies, Japan and South Korea. Early Wednesday, the U.S. conducted a test intercept of a medium-range ballistic missile off the coast of Hawaii, according to a statement from the U.S. Missile Defense Agency. A U.S. official told CNN the test was planned for a long time, before North Korea's launch. The small island in the western Pacific is the closest U.S. territory to North Korea and hosts two important U.S. military installations. One is Andersen Air Force Base, from which the U.S. has been staging B-1 bomber flights over the Korean peninsula, often in response to North Korea's missile tests. The U.S. flew bombers over North Korea following Pyongyang's two successful tests of intercontinental ballistic missiles in July. Following Wednesday's missile interception test, MDA Director Lieutenant General Sam Greaves said the U.S. will continue developing ballistic missile defense technologies to stay ahead of the threat as it evolves. The launch occurred in the vicinity of Sunan Air Base, North Korea, and flew east. The ballistic missile overflew the territory of northern Japan before landing in the Pacific Ocean approximately 500 nautical miles east of Japan, a statement from the Pentagon said. It was the fourth missile North Korea fired in 4 days. Pyongyang tested 3 short-range ballistic missiles, one of which failed, from Gangwon province that landed in water off the Korean peninsula. Kim Jong Un's regime regularly fires missiles into the sea between its own territory and Japan. However, this is the first North Korean ballistic missile to ever fly over the country. Though there is a political aspect to these launches, as much the international community sees them as a provocation, North Korea conducts them in order to perfect its missile technology. Trump reacts. The launch drew a strong rebuke from U.S. President Donald Trump, who again warned that all options are on the table. The world has received North Korea's latest message loud and clear. This regime has signaled its contempt for its neighbors, for all members of the United Nations, and for minimum standards of acceptable international behavior, he said Tuesday. Threatening and destabilizing actions only increase the North Korean regime's isolation in the region and among all nations of the world. All options are on the table. The global community also swiftly condemned the launch as a violation of international law. The United Nations Security Council demanded North Korea stop further missile launches, strongly condemning the country's outrageous actions. North Korea is deliberately undermining regional peace and stability, causing grave concerns around the world, Egyptian ambassador and current Security Council President Abdel Latif Boulat said in a prepared statement, agreed to by all 15 council members. Japanese Prime Minister Abe called the launch the most serious and grave threat ever against the country. South Korea responded by conducting a bombing drill at 9:30 a.m. local time to test its capability to destroy the North Korean leadership in cases of emergency, an official with the country's defense ministry told CNN.